Hi guys, welcome back to the Maba Kitchen. I'm Eva, as you know. Today we're going to prepare something special for summer, something for September celebrations. It's a good recipe to have under your belt. And I'm sure if you're a seasoned cook, you have one already under your belt. But this is my version of a ceviche. And we'll be using shrimp. But as you know, you could use
fish, you could use lobster,
conch, pretty much octopus, any kind of seafood you can add to this recipe. You could do a combination of seafood as well. We're going to do it a little bit of more of a Peruvian style. It's not a classic Peruvian ceviche, but we will be making an Agua Chile. And we're going to be doing this, you know, because it's September, it's carnival, it's bright, it's colorful, and we can't party, but we could party in the kitchen, right? So the first thing is I have all the ingredients laid out here. We're going to put sweet pepper. That is optional if you don't like it. We're going to add lime, onions, garlic, habaneros because we like the heat, tomato, cilantro, and celery. But don't worry, you won't be seeing all these vegetables inside your ceviche bowl, so your kids won't really know that they're there, you know? So first we're going to start with some shrimp. We have here some jumbo shrimp. Well, they say jumbo, but really it's more like medium size. That was charged jumbo prices. So here's a trick when it comes to cleaning shrimp. The perfect tool for me is a scissor, because you can devein your shrimp and deshell your shrimp all in one pass. Look at that. And some people like to take out the back of the shrimp, and all you do is the same thing. Pass your scissor and look, a clean shrimp. All right. So I'm just gonna go ahead and with the magic of TV, peel all of these shrimp. I'm gonna do it one more time just so you take a look. We're gonna put the point of the scissor right here, and we're just going to turn it and snip off that shell. There we go. And pinch the tail, and out pops your clean deveined shrimp. Okay, so the magic of Instagram. We have these shrimp already peeled and deveined. You know, thank our camera guy, he actually helped us with that. And then here we have the shells. Now normally you wouldn't think twice about using this, and you would just take this and throw it out. But majority of the flavor of the shrimp is left in these beautiful shells right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rinse it off. Probably don't like to peel shrimp because one, the scent stays on your hands. So we're just going to take a little bit of this lime here, and we're just going to rub it all over our hands. That really helps get rid of the smell of the shrimp. Habanero, because we like it spicy. And we're going to add the celery here. Chop off this end. That's going to go in here. 1 stick of celery. Garlic. We're going to add 2 cloves of garlic. We won't add much because it's going to be raw, so the flavor is going to be abundant. Smush it with a knife and pop that right there. And we're going to take our sweet pepper, and we're only going to use a little bit of the sweet pepper. And this is going to add a little bit of sweetness to the dish. And we will take our onion Most of this onion is going to get chopped up into the ceviche, but what we want to do is to take a little bit of it, because the shrimp is going to be marinated overnight or at least 2 hours in this agua chile. You want it to pick up some of the flavor of that onion. So that's 1/4 of an onion. Remember, we're starting with 2 pounds of shrimp, and now we're going to juice all of these limes. You could cut right there. All right, we don't have a lime squeezer, but we have a fork. So here's a little trick. We're gonna palm the lime. And these limes don't have any seeds, so we don't have to worry. And we're just gonna twist the fork. And we're going to squeeze the lime around the fork. And this is a really efficient way of juicing the lime. As you can see, it even takes out some of the pulp, which is okay because it's going to blend up in our agua chile and give it extra flavor. You should smell it in here. It smells divine. Okay. And this has enough acid in there to marinate and cook the shrimp. Smell that, smell that. Look at that. Ooh, you can smell the habanero coming off that. So we're gonna put that over our shrimp. Get all that nice stuff. All right. We're going to add some salt to our shrimp. And I'm going to add some pepper, and we're just going to coat. As you can see, some parts of the shrimp are already turning orange, and what you're looking for is you're going to get a tender shrimp. It's not going to be overcooked because we're not adding any heat application to this dish. It's all going to be cooked in the acid of the lime, and it's going to soak up all that flavor. And now we pop it into the Mauve fridge. Okay, we're gonna work on the next step, which is making a shrimp infused butter that we're gonna add as a finishing touch over our ceviche. You heard that right, a shrimp infused butter. I know you're like, butter in ceviche? It works. Okay. And this is not a classic thing to do. This is a Chef Eva thing to do. All right. So I'm just going to take about 2 tablespoons of butter. And that's all we need because we're just going to put it on as a finishing garnish. Let's let that melt. And now I have a spoon here with a slot just to finish draining the shells. Now you could see that the shrimp shells have changed in color, right? And our butter is melted and infused with the shrimp. So what we're going to do now is assemble our dish. You can see the shrimp has changed color. Release some of the liquids inside. I can't tell you how good it smells in here. Now, if you prefer, what you can do is blanch your shrimp in hot water and then drain it and put it on ice and then marinate with the agua chile overnight. because I know some people don't believe or feel like the lime is cooking the shrimp in this case. So if you feel more comfortable doing it that way, that's an option as well. Now you can see this is 2 pounds of shrimp. And if you follow me on Facebook, you know how I feel about shrimp ceviche. It's something I love a lot and I'm really passionate about. Because it's shrimp ceviche, it's more shrimp in the ceviche than the vegetables. So we're gonna add our diced onions. I don't like too much raw onion inside my ceviche. And here we have 4 tomatoes, small tomatoes, about this size, that have been diced. And then we will add some chopped cilantro. The cilantro here has already been washed and drained. And here's a trick to chopping cilantro. I like to take off the stem here, and then I like to roll it up into a ball. Okay. I don't like too mince of a chop too fine on the cilantro because it really breaks up the cilantro and you end up with a dark green sludge, and I rather having larger pieces inside my ceviche, seasoned vegetables inside. Feel free to make the ceviche your own by adding maybe, some people like to add carrots, some people feel like adding cilantro, sweet pepper, basil. I know some places add olives to their ceviche, and that's a nice twist too. Don't feel afraid to comment down below and tell us what you like putting in your ceviche. And we're going to season this up with a little bit more salt. A little bit more pepper. And if you don't like a lot of heat in your ceviche, I would stop at that point and serve the habanero as garnish. But if you like your ceviche with a kick, now we're going to save the best part for last. We're going to strain all that butter, and we're just going to drizzle this all over our shrimp ceviche. I'm just going to taste it to check for salt. Yeah. Woo! Habanero really kicks in. To me, there's nothing nicer than a cold ceviche with some warm tortilla chips. Okay, here we have it. Shrimp ceviche with tomato and not tomato with shrimp. Yeah, let's take the whole bowl. Bye.